Um, aside from the one thing I mentioned, which is being conscious of the public eye, right, and behaving in a certain manner, what would you say specifically that she does that would be more difficult than you would expect your wife to do, or just the average wife in general? What about her life is more difficult aside from, her being conscious of being in the public eye?
Well, the one being thrust into that limelight and have to deal with all that money. You don't see her out there frivolously spending or doing crazy stuff or just doing stupid. You don't hear about her having some type of alcohol addiction or drug addiction or anything like it. Like you just said, not all those scandals. Even when they're speaking negatively about her husband, you don't see her involving herself in those type of things. You don't see her, press release talking about, I think y'all need to leave my husband alone, stop talking. You're not seeing that. You're not seeing her getting on the news or the social media or doing those things. She sits back and just, Brian, I know you can handle these things. Do what you got. You got a PR
Yeah,
team. Do all those.
I
So
got that.
to handle those type of situations where they coming at you, from all angles. That's
Yeah,
difficult.
it still boils down to the same thing though. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what else? Because I understand that, and she should be commended for that, right? But that's a mindset. Okay, they might have discussed it. Listen, this was what it's going to be, a conversation where you both listen to each other and understand. Hey, listen, this is how we're going to behave. Well, listen, I'm going to lead this. Just fall back, stay out of it, right? If I was to tell my wife, listen, this is how you do it. Just like there's certain situations where I've been out there and there's thousands of people saying goofy stuff about me all the time, right? I can't compare nowhere near to what LeBron is doing, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of us right here are technically in the public eye, and people say things about us. They do a whole, there's a lot, and there's certain expectations of how we conduct ourselves, how she's supposed to conduct herself, if it's your wife, my wife, whatever. So even though, let's say I elevated, got to that, she already is trained, already has the mindset to know behave like, right? So what is, again, out of that
Trev,
one thing, what is it that
you
she do that's
contradicting
way
yourself,
different?
Trev.
But you know
One
something.
hour ago,
In
one hour ago,
2023,
you just told Marcus that you can't. Marcus was like, well, you can get a woman to get, and you were like, nah, women, you can't control it. I was with you when you said that. You were saying,
Okay, wait, but when did that?
we can't control
Yeah, I
these
did
women.
say that. I did say that.
So now,
So what
all
am
of
I
a
saying?
sudden, all of a sudden, you just gotta have a conversation with your wife, and she's gonna follow. She's gonna jump. Trev,
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why wouldn't you telling me you don't have
Trev.
conversations about
He
planning and how you're going to do things?
listen,
How is that controlling?
I know-
I said have a
I know
conversation.
what
I
you
ain't saying
plan.
make her
No.
or
I'm not even talking about controlling or making her. I'm simply saying what makes you all of a sudden women is gonna fall in line with what you plan. That ain't gonna. I'm
no, but we have to plan. We go over things about how we're
They
going
don't go-
to
they don't
do
follow
this,
the
how we're going to
plan.
execute things. She
Women-
already has
what
that type of
he's
spirit in
basically
her,
saying-
but it don't mean that you're not going to explain to her, hey, this is what I like, or this is how we'll do this. That's your leadership. You're supposed to lead. It doesn't.
Yeah, but
She's
that's
always
the
going to
point.
submit to your leadership, right? It doesn't mean
point
that
that he-
you're
But
controlling
they
her
don't
or
listen.
making
But
her
like-
something she's not.
Like you said earlier, they don't do it. Have you not? Women are gonna insert.
I ain't say no women. I said some women are a beast. I
Most.
definitely said some.
Most.
It's a good
Yeah, you
amount.
was
It's a
like,
good
they a
amount,
beast.
and that's not what he got. He ain't got one of those. I think it's a consensus on the panel as far as that's concerned. He don't got one of those. But all I'm saying is that
exceptional. You're saying she's average, and most women is like that. And Hick is like, no. She's playing her role real well. She's not inserting herself. She ain't
all right,
jumping on
okay,
nobody's
bet.
fucking
Okay,
interviews.
bet. Watch this.
She ain't.
Hold up.
she-
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Hey, Marcus, how about you? How about your wife? Would she be able to conduct herself in that manner?
He already does. But let me just add this.
Okay,
Let me
wait,
just
hold
add
up. I got to keep going. I'm gonna get you. I just real quick. How about you, Hank? How about your lady? Would she know how to conduct herself?
if she
Like,
did, I'm
in
putting
the-
that people's elbow on her ass.
Okay, so is that a yes? Is that a yes? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
So we're already at 60%. JR, how about you? Does your wife know how to conduct herself, or stay out the way and not get into wild situations or put you out there?
I'm not married.
Okay. Well, your significant other. You got a significant other?
Well, I'm single.
Oh damn! I ain't trying to put you on. Well, all right. All right. Okay, Shannon, go ahead.
The answer is Keek and Marcus don't know until it happens. They think, most men think they know they woman is going to be in line. How many times have you guys watched a YouTube video or an Instagram video and it's a police situation and women just get involved somehow? Women just be all in the motherfucker, be yapping and making the matters worse in the video. It could be two men, it could be a cop talking to a guy, and what you going? The women come out the restaurant hollering and shit, and he's like, "Baby, step back." A lot of times, guys think that they got their women under control until that emotional side of her kicks in, and he can't control her.
Hey, so
but we don't know that. We don't know that because the same thing potentially could happen to Savannah. It didn't, right? She's not until she is. It didn't happen, but it still could happen. He could think he got her under control, just the same, and then she do it, right? Just like Marcus has been with his wife for however long, and he knows who he got, right? He knows how she's gonna conduct herself. Me too. I know, right? Just like LeBron knows, right? And she isn't until she is, and that's the point I'm making. Go ahead, Marcus.
I just want to add this in. I'm not saying this is the reason, but I spent a week with LeBron as his roommate, right? And the same things that I think in regards to relationship, I told him in 1999. We had no phones, no TV for a straight week. We talked about our girlfriends at the time, what we want to do in life and all that stuff. He even the shoe we got that first came out called the Chosen One.
This is a true story.
Yeah, I got the gold medal downstairs from the Olympic. Like I gave him because he was 15. He was 15 years old at the time. I gave him a whole lot of game, because I was advanced. I had a lot of older men around me, and I was a Mac watcher, like the movie The Mac. So I thought I was him, Max Julian back then. I gave him so much information. So I'm not saying that's why, but I'm saying a lot of the stuff is kind of like. We got the same setup without all the money because he understands some core concepts. But I could be wrong. He could have forgot all of that stuff and forgot I gave him that name to that shoe. And when I seen him in LA, he showed me love like he remembered.
LeBron is who he is and got the wife because of you, Marcus.
Because of
you,
me.
the reason for his question. And he need to cut that shit.
I'm dead ass though. This is a real story, Shan. Like they tried to bully him. I stuck up for the man. Ended up getting into it with somebody behind him. It was a whole thing. Me, him, and the boy Sean Dockery that went to Duke. He got yeah. Ask Sean, he'll tell you. You might be mad at me right now, but he'll tell you. Yeah. So, what make her special, as I think, is him. It's the ideology he put in. Because when this is back to what I was saying about somebody molded to you. When they understand that you have a mission, a goal, or a dream, or a vision, and they want to be a part of that, they find a way to fit in. And part of that is accepting the way that you think about how you would like to move forward. She's an example of that. And then she becomes your biggest cheerleader because she sees the results, because your competence creates her confidence in you. And it just keeps moving forward. And I know somebody was laughing at me using the word cyclical, but it's cyclical. The more confident you are, the more confidence she has in you. And the stronger that bond gets. And it works in a specific way when she can look up to you and say, that's my man, and be proud to say that. And anybody who, for whatever level, your woman can look up to you and say, that's my man, and be proud of that, you're going to have that same exact relationship. I don't think it requires a lot of money. I don't think it requires fame. I think it just requires you to be that person in her eyes. And everything else can go right from there. That's why I say 99% of women.